everyone. My name is Marta O'Connor and I'm Head of Support Services in Fighting Blindness. I'm here today with Krzysztof Rosa from Douglas Street Campus, which is a part of Cork Educational Training Board. Krzysztof is an artist who will be leading the course of sculpture for visually impaired people. And we are here today in the studio to tell you a little bit about our course and what to expect from it. Can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself, Krzysztof?
Hi Marta, it's nice to meet you again. About me, well, it's not really about me, is it? I've been doing arts for over 28 years, which doesn't mean that I'm that good. It means that I'm that old. I do different kind of arts. I do sculpture, photography, videography. Sometimes I do write and draw and paint. I hold a degree in fine arts, but I did it in filmmaking. Personally, I don't like the term artist because I think that word has been devaluated over the years.
Can you tell me what inspired you to initiate this project?
Well, that's a kind of emotional story for me, because this idea has been with me for over 15 years. It's all started when I worked as a crew member at a major festival for people with disabilities. There was a group of visually impaired people there as well. At that time, I was bald with one dreadlock on my beard and one on the back of my head. So I remember a moment when a girl around 12 years old came up to me with her mother. The mother, she noticed that I look strange, so she said, "Look, honey, this man looks interesting." And she asked me if her daughter could touch my head. I remember that moment. I don't think I'm gonna ever forget it. The moment that the girl touched my head, for me, it was like the words around us stopped. Thousands of people gathered at the main square in Krakow. They somehow vanished, and all the noises, lights, all the crowds disappeared. I think for me it was, at that moment, it was just me and that little girl. Only me and her. I could feel that she's not only touching my head, but she also can somehow see through me. She was so focused on me, and like I was the only person in the whole world. Personally, I don't believe in God, but if he exists, meeting a God must feel like that. He sees you through. At that moment, I realized that some visually impaired people possess a unique gift in their hands. They have that gift. And I want to discover this ability in them and encourage them to use it. There is a famous quote by sculptor Barbara Hepworth. She said once, "I think every sculpture must be touched. It's a part of the way you make it, and it's really our first sensibility. It's the first one we have been born with. And then I think that's the only one that's necessary to do the sculptures."
That is truly beautiful story, Krzysztof, and I can understand why you feel so inspired to do this this course. Can you tell us a little bit about this initiative?
This project has come to life with the belief and support of many individuals. The first person that comes into my mind is Imelda O'Connor, which is my very good friend. She was a teacher. She taught arts in different countries, in Japan, in the United States of America, in Africa, in Switzerland, and now she's collecting arts, and she's a good friend of mine. She was the first person to believe in my project and reach out, contacting different organizations for visually impaired people in my name. Of course, Marta, fighting blindness and your personal interest along with Declan, the goodwill of Douglas Street campus of CETB in Cork and its principal Paula McCarthy and Bibi, which is a coordinator of night classes, among other people, have been instrumental for me. I think I wouldn't be able to do it without them. We all see this project as a kind of pilot for future projects involving visually impaired individuals. We aim to learn from their needs, the best ways to encourage artistic expression and how to make it even possible. And I hope that we'll all gain insights from this experience to pave the way for the future projects.
That's wonderful, Krzysztof. Thank you for telling us about involvement of all these people who helped you to make it happen, to help us to make it happen. What should participants expect from the workshops?
Well, in the shortest words, they should expect the unexpected, because it won't be like regular workshops. I'm going to try to encourage those people to challenge me and question established art norms because they have been shaped by sighted people. My objective is to awaken a part of them that I strongly believe has always existed, but may have been forgotten or discouraged by others. I'm eager to explore their world and learn from it. It won't follow the traditional master-students model. Instead, it will be an experimental journey where no one is right in their approach. I will encourage those people and their curiosity, critical thinking, communication, cooperation, and creativity, which is the most important. I think they will learn the basics of sculpting, only to challenge and break those rules to find their unique paths. Art isn't about the things themselves. It's about how we perceive them and how we leave our mark on them. There will be substantial individual work, and they should anticipate that. I have to say that it's unrealistic to expect mastery after 8-week course. Personally, myself, even after 28 years, I feel I'm just beginning to grasp it. Participants will explore the most condensed and unconventional history of art thought, and I hope in a funny way. And I want to delve into their unique world, see if it, as they do, this world, and I hope they will allow me into their world.
It really sounds like very interesting journey through creativity and art. How do you think people will benefit from participating in this initiative?
They will learn to express themselves beyond words, I hope. Some things cannot be said. That's where art comes in. They will learn to think beyond themselves, and I hope they discover a part of themselves that has been dormant. Art will keep them engaged through their lives, and I think a lifetime isn't even enough to explore, progress, and discover what lies within us and in life itself. Art making is similar to meditation, mindfulness, and therapy all in one for me. It will be their gateway to a peaceful mind. For some, that might mark the beginning of a new career path, but if they choose it, but it's a challenging path. Participants will understand that the biggest battle that they have to conquer is the one within themselves.
Thank you very much. It sounds like the participants can benefit hugely from this initiative, and both internally in terms of their inner world, but also externally in terms of their skills and abilities. Are there any innovative or creative approaches used in the project that you would like to highlight?
Each person will create a single abstract artwork that represents an object or emotion of their choice. I think we should and we will think big. We'll recover voiceover describing the emotions connected with the objects rather than the objects themselves. And we're planning to do a final exhibition which will display their works, allowing people to experience them as visually impaired individuals do through touch and maybe other senses like smell, sound, in a darkened room or with blindfolds guided by the assistants. The idea is that the audience would have to and will have the chance to see it the same way as they created it. Another part of the project would be to encourage participants to design everyday items suitable for visually impaired individuals. As I said before, the world we're living in was created by sighted people. We don't know how the simple things would look like. Would the mug would look like it looks at the moment? I don't know. I am trying to find it out. We might use the 3D printers to replicate these items designed by visually impaired individuals for their own community. And we'll see how it goes. They will learn as well the history of sculpture through their hands by the copies, replicas of the masterpieces that we'll purchase in the college. So they'll be able to touch them. And we're planning as well a visit in the Crawford Art Gallery in Cork to experience some works through touch.
That's brilliant, Krzysztof. And it really sounds like the workshops will be very much focused on the participants, on their experience, on their journey and abilities. And I wonder, on a personal level, what is the most rewarding aspect for you of being involved in this project?
I do believe that there are master sculptors among the visually impaired community. And the greatest reward for me would be giving them a platform to showcase their skills. On the second level, starting course will fulfill that dream. And I'm eager to learn and immerse myself in their world.
That's wonderful, Rosa. Thank you. And do you have any advice? How can people best prepare for their participation in this initiative?
Well, personally, I think if they're signing up, they must be already prepared. If someone is willing to sign for this course, it means that he already have that need. I think they should brace themselves for a lifelong journey, because that's what art is. And they should be prepared for a continuous process of self-discovery through art, describing their unique words, expressing themselves, and delving into the unknown.
Yeah, that's brilliant. It sounds really, really exciting. I can't wait for the course to start. And before we finish, is there anything else, Rosa, you would like to add or say to our listeners today?
I hope I won't disappoint them, and I don't want to let them down. Can't wait to meet you and work with you and learn from you what's the most important. And that's all what I wanted to say.
If you would like to participate in our course, or maybe you know someone who would be interested in participating in it, please contact us directly to Fighting Blindness. The phone number is 01 674 6496. Alternatively, you can email us on insight@fightingblindness.ie. And we are really looking forward to meet you and to go through that journey with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.